Okay, Chairman, we'll start at the top. Where are we with regard to the takeover?
We are, I think due diligence now is pretty much finished, which is obviously good news. It's taken a lot longer than what I thought, a lot longer I think than anyone thought. And hopefully in the next few days we'll be able to update properly.
I know you're not in control of timings on this, but from what you know, do you think we are coming towards the end of the process now?
Definitely coming towards the end. As I said a month ago, it'll probably take another month. We're pretty much at that month, I think, today. So yeah, we've progressed considerably, and we'll see what the next few days brings.
There was reports in the media that a meeting scheduled on Wednesday between the Borough Council and the prospective new owners didn't take place or was postponed. What's your understanding or your take on that?
There was a meeting scheduled. It was postponed. Absolutely right. I think it's something that will probably happen in the next couple of days. Obviously the weekend or early next week. There was some paperwork that needed to go from our lawyers to their lawyers. Didn't happen because of various signatories that were needed, etc. It took a bit of time. That's now been done, and so I expect that meeting will take place in the next couple of days.
So fans shouldn't read anything untoward into the fact the meeting, because the way the initial media report read it possibly set alarm bells off, but it was simply
I'm not surprised, because what was written was absolutely wrong, and I have absolutely no idea why that was reported in that way, because that wasn't, that should have never happened. But at the moment, there's a fair bit of that going on.
So things still on track. Just
everything's on track. As I said, you never know until you get there whether the deal's actually going to happen. But this deal is progressing absolutely in the right way, and hopefully next week we'll be in a better position. I'll certainly be in a better position to update everybody.
Supporters' protest planned for the Oxford game on Saturday. Do you understand their frustrations and their sort of just, I don't know, I'm sure you're fed up with it. I guess the supporters are fed up with the whole situation.
I 100% understand where they're coming from. 100%. A little bit surreal for me, because it's effectively being aimed at me, but I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I'm frustrated. I want to see things happen. I want to see things move on. It comes at a considerable financial cost without the stand being built. It comes at considerable financial cost when we can't fit out the stadium because we haven't got the seats. And we're paying interest on a loan that effectively the redevelopment income should go towards helping pay back. So it's a triple whammy for myself as well, but fully understand it, and people are frustrated.
Going back, turning the clock back, if we could, to say the start of 2014. I'm sure if you had the opportunity again, you'd do things different. Do you regret mistakes? Do you admit mistakes in the whole process that has led to where we are today?
I've probably made one gigantic mistake, which is really where we've led to today, I think. And if I could change things back then, of course I would.
Does that keep you awake at night? Is it? I know we are where we are, so in a way, there's not too much point in looking back. But do you constantly think, what if? What if?
Every minute. Every minute of every day, virtually. I kid you not. I just, to have been here for so long, to have spent so much money, to have given so much time to sort the situation out, to then get to the point where we've sorted it out. Now we've got problems, and now, the fans are showing their frustration towards me. I mean, it's a difficult one for me to swallow. But as I said, I'm as frustrated as everyone else, and I fully understand everyone's frustration.
You've been here 12 or 13 years yourself, spent countless amounts of money each year on the club. Must be quite, I don't know what the emotion is. It's sad in a way to sort of see the situation we've reached and the feelings of supporters.
You're absolutely right. It's sad. That's all I feel. When you do spend the money, when you do, make the personal and financial sacrifices myself and my family made over the years to keep the club going, to do it. I think. To be fair, majority of fans that know me know that I am open, I am honest, and I'll always tell everybody what's going on. I've got nothing to hide. So yeah, I'm pretty sad by the whole thing, to be honest. When you read about it in the paper, and it's not a nice thing. But I understand where that everyone's frustrated. I'm frustrated. Everyone's frustrated.
I'm sure part of the reason for the fans' frustration isn't necessarily the takeover. It's obviously the East Stand situation and the fact that there's a shell of a stand sitting out there. From your point of view, what what does the future for the club hold? Not just necessarily on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. You're the only one really who knows the potential new owners and their plans and their ideas. So, are you excited almost about the future for the club, even though you might not be part of it?
I'm excited about the future. Definitely, I won't be part of it, but if it all comes together, it will be a great move for the club. Absolutely great move. And as I've said, this has been the biggest part of mine and my family's life for the last 13 years. If and when we sell, and that's obviously we're close to that happening, it's got to be to the right people. We're not going to leave it to the wrong people.
Am I right in thinking we're at the situation now where there's almost not a lot that you personally can do to change the current situation, other than to try and help the sale proceed as quickly as possible and let outside new people come in with new finance, new ideas, new drive, and then they can take things on and remove all the frustration that the fans have felt over the last year or so?
That is it, 100%. I mean, that's why the sale's going through. I could stay, we could stay as a fan. We don't want to sell, but the process would take a fair bit longer doing it the way that we would have to do it to get the to get the stand finished, to get everything back on track. So new people come in with fresh finance. Everything can move on a lot quicker.
Just a couple of quick questions to finish. Various rumours have been swirling. I know you've not been able to talk about a lot of things for legal reasons, but that just gives a void which is filled by rumours. Various rumours going around about players and staff being paid. All players and staff wages been paid up to date?
Yes.
And was the August payments made on time?
Yeah.